Oscar fever. Do you guys have the Oscar fever? Do you guys have Oscar fever? Let me hear it out. Oscar fever. I have it bad. And it was just after my case of Golden Globe scarlet rubella finally passed down. Finally kind of just... Now, I myself can't vote on the Oscars, convicted felon, but I love to follow them every year. And today we're going to talk about the Oscars. They're happening tomorrow. Okay? Let me pull up. There you go. The Oscars, baby. They're happening tomorrow. Sunday, March 10th. They happen. They're on ABC, NBC maybe. I forget. Who cares? They're hosted by one James Kimmel, not Jimmy. Okay? Those short surnames, not surnames. What would it be? Nicknames? Those are for friends. And Mr. Kimmel is no friend of mine, thank you very much. He is disrespectful to the institution of the president, namely Donald Trump. Plus, we all know, and Aaron Rodgers revealed this, that he not only flew on Epstein's plane, as a matter of fact, he was actually a stewardess on Epstein's plane. That's true. He's the one who went around and said, hey, Bill Gates, you want some peanuts? What do you feel? Would you like to pay $27 for a beer? How do you feel about that? Chris Tucker. So it's hosted by him. I'm opposed to that. But we got a lot of nominees going on this year. And, listen, I could sit here and talk about all the nominees. I could talk all day about who is in. But why would I talk when, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, what if I could sing? What if I could sing? All right, we're starting it up. Okay, this would have been better if I had pulled up this video in the first place. What a wonderful night for Oscar. Oscar, who will win? Who a song for the broken-hearted. No silent prayer to America from Korea departed. I ain't gonna be just a face on Skype. You're gonna hear my voice when I speak Korean to you and it connects me to my culture. It's past lives. It's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna stay with my white boyfriend. I spoiled the end of the movie. It's past lives. Oh. Poor thing called love. I just can't watch it now. This poor thing called love. I might get around to it, cause on Hulu. I ain't ready to watch Poor Things Love. This poor thing called love. It cries cause it's Emma Stone and she's a full-grown woman, but she thinks she's a baby. All right, we got this. This is gonna take a little while to start. Under blue moon I saw you. It took so long to finish you. Up in your arms too long. Your movie is. Just cancel it. It's 3.5 hours long. The killing time. Unwillingly mine. Fate. Up against a dinner reservation. Through the thick and thin, mostly thick, it's really long. He will wait until you sit down in a theater and watch a 3.5 hour movie. Okay, I gotta go ahead a little bit. The chorus starts in a little bit. We will wait until you give yourself to him. Instrumental break. Shit, no, I missed the part where I say the title of the movie. I gotta get to that. I'll just say it now. Killers of the Flower Moon. Killers of the Flower Moon. All right, got a little intro here. Okay, just get to the song. We don't need this. Come on. Hiya, Barbie. Hi, Ken. Do you want to go for a ride? Sure, Ken. Jump in. I'm a Barbie movie. I'm in the Oscars. Life in plastic. It's fantastic. You can give me screenplay or even supporting actor. But director, that I'm getting snubbed for. Come on, Margot, you're not nominated. I'm a Barbie movie. I am in the Oscars. Life in plastic. It's fan. Okay, this next one has a pretty long little lead up here. Take a second, just have a beverage. Maybe you guys do too. Where are we at viewers-wise right now, I wonder? You know, we haven't lost any. We're still at 10. That's actually kind of wild. I didn't think anyone would. It's going to be a while. Dangerous D says this song is loud and scary. That's not true. You're wrong. You believe it's scary because you, in fact, are a coward. You have to understand it's actually very powerful. Into passion. No, not yet. Into passion play. Big nose is all anti-Semitic. I'm your source of gay sex. Veins that pump with fear. Sucking men's penis. Landing on your Aria's construction, whatever you call the song they do. You will see. More is all you need. Dedicated to. Now I'm killing you. I'm the cancer and you're Carrie Mulligan. Come crawling faster. Obey your maestro. Your life burns faster. Obey your maestro. Maestro. Maestro of symphonies. I'm conducting the strings. All right. That was a pretty good one. Come on, get to it. These karaoke tracks don't need all. I don't care what key it's in. Who's doing? Okay, I gotta stop this now to go. Who's doing karaoke? And it's like, oh, it's an E flat minor. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch get $1 out of me. No Cadillac, no perms, you can't see, cause this fall has anatomy. I don't know what you heard about me, but I'm on French court for murder. No Cadillac, no perms, you can't see that my the fall is anatomy. Now shorty, she in the club, she on stand. She got a thing, she claiming she didn't kill her husband. And the BBG she feed them fooling the payer cause they wanna. I'm Isabelle Huppert, I should have been nominated for another movie. And they gave that ass up in Ramada. Let them trick in words in her ear saying nothing about her. I got the bitch by the bar trying to get a drink out of her. She like my style, she like my smile, she like the way I talk. She from the country cause she like me, cause I'm from New York. I ain't that beef trying to holler cause I want some ass. I'm that beef trying to holler cause I want some bread. Go back to the chorus. I could care less how she performed, she in the red. Hit that track, catch a date, and come pay the kid. Come on, just get to the chorus. Simple you can't see. Get to the chorus! And P. I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get $1 out of me. I'm on trial and I got no French leniency, cause this fall has anatomy. Right, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Oh, this is a good one. This starts quick. Don't want to be American fiction. Don't want a nation under Jeffrey Wright. And did you see Sterling K. Brown? He has abs and he's gay. Welcome to a movie about books. Why are you trying to sell me books? I go to movies cause I can't read. Don't stop it. television dreams of tomorrow. He wrote a book and pretended to be blacker than he is, and I'm not gonna have an opinion on that because I don't see race. Well, maybe no, not yet. Well, maybe I'm the... All right, we're just going to move past that. That's a pretty good one. Dangerous D says there's no idiots in America except liberals. Great point. Absolutely great point. The only people stupid in America are those who think that maybe Donald Trump can't bench 375 plus the bar. There's freedom within. I don't really know the verse to the freedom without. Don't know the verse that well. Try to catch the deluge in a paper cup. There's battles ahead. Many battles are lost, but you never see the end of the road. Are you traveling with me? Hey now, don't dream holdovers. Hey now, Paul Giamatti has a weird eye. Hey now, Paul Giamatti should have won, but it's Cillian Murphy's year. All right, just a few more. Just two more. All right, we're starting. We got a loading bar. You can't see it, but it's really good. Everyone dance like this. Everyone do this. Yeah! I got a new life. You hardly recognize me. So glad. How could a person like me care for you? Why do I bother when you're not the one for me? Ooh, you're right, Tone Deaf 221, and continue doing this with your ears. Enough. Never stop doing sign. And it opened up my eyes. I saw zone of interest. Life is demanding. He runs a concentration camp. I saw zone of interest. And liberals are the real Nazis because of vaccines. And this is the final one. This is the last one. Maybe the best. It's in the key of B major. Oh, B major tone. Steve, why is there a woman singing too? I can't hear you singing. That's a great point, Dangerous D. We need to... Women, two things. Stop singing over me. And B, figure out your periods. Figure out what the fuck is going on. Because we're not going to figure them out for you. Gangnam Style. Nando Dontin Tastor around Inga Jokin Yio J Kipo Hana J no B Yona Pomek Ino Jo Bame Omea Sima Janga Titu Wanji Yio Ja Giran Banjion Ino Yija Nani Yun Sane Nani Yun Nio Manke Tetsaron Kiran Sane Kipo Singoe Juno Winson Chamana Tamana Sane Bame Ome Yan Sama Jane Timion Somayane Ginon Sane Ame dawe wu sano we wu genoneo hey Ami dano wu sano jine saje owa genoneo hey Jimmy Gooba gabe go Oppenheimer style hey Cillian Murphy ooh, Oppenheimer style, hey, Emily Blunt, hoop, Oppenheimer style, Cillian say, Jason Clark, ooh, Oppenheimer style, hey, sexy lady, ooh, the Japanese deserved it. Jihong Koshe Bonjamin, and so on and so forth. And all right, maybe a round of applause for that. That was actually kind of exhausting. It took up a lot of time. You guys are, in fact, never getting back, as a matter of fact. And let's check where the viewers are. And we have now gained 4 viewers. We are now at 14 viewers. I don't know how that happened. But listen, guys. Everyone's shitting on Billy Crystal, okay? That's fucking hard to write parodies, okay? The one I couldn't think of was Poor Things. I did Google songs with thing in the title. Crazy poor thing called love. That old mystic river. No, wait. It wasn't. It was Unforgiven when Billy Crystal did that old man Eastwood. Listen, in fact, you actually have been sitting down and watching old Billy Crystal Oscar monologues lately. Not me. I didn't do that. E said no perms. Then E says get a perm straight to glamour shots, then an orange Julius if she good. Great point. Because if you perm a woman's hair, technically speaking, you're married to her. So let's talk about all the films nominated for Best Picture. I'm going to give you guys the inside scoop on the Oscars because I know my viewers, and I mean no offense. I love you guys. I know you're what many are calling medically too stupid to watch a movie. You guys try to watch a movie, you press play, and you're kind of like the people watching, the screen, watching the train coming towards the screen, the first movie, and you just go, "Gah! Gah! Is the atomic bomb actually here? I can't watch Oppenheimer." That's all your guys. Many are saying you're medically, and, I'll help you out, though. I'll talk you through. By the way, I lost one viewer when I was calling you all stupid. Stand by it, though. So the first film we're going to talk about is Past Lives, okay? It's past lives. It's now or never. Remember when I did that? Great movie, sort of, kind of boring. It's about, these two people you see behind you, right? They're both Korean, but then one of them comes to America when they're young and they Skype, and then he comes, and then they kind of fall in love. You should watch this movie, okay? You should watch this movie if you are trying to bang an arty 22-year-old. Maybe, you're in Brooklyn, you've picked up a woman who's like, I think my favorite director is like Stan Brakhage. In that case, put this movie on. But then the important thing is you got to go it's kind of like mainstream, but I guess it's like, okay. So what Oscars is it going to win? The answer is none. Thank God. This is what you get, A24, for not buying my pitch for my movie, which was, of course, Die Hard in a Uterus, wherein, all right, it's a remake of Die Hard. It's a prequel to when John McClane, played by a CGI John McCain. It's going to be hard because we can't get the CGI technology to get him to lift his arms past here, but we're trying. CGI John McClane, who, of course, is in a uterus. A bunch of terrorists break in, Democrats, and they're like, we got to kill the babies. I want to taste baby blood. So they try to get the mom to get an abortion when in fact she was just there to get her baby's hair done in utero. So they have to get a gun and they try to get him to do an abortion, and A24 didn't buy it, and so fuck this movie. Now, the question we're going to answer about all these, first, how many Oscars will it win? And the answer for this is 0. It's nominated for 2. It's nominated for Best Picture and Best Screenplay, I think, and everyone knows screenplays are fake. Actors just show up and they make it all up on the spot. People don't know that, which is crazy what Ralph Fiennes was doing in Schindler's List. Wild stuff. Anyway, this will win 0. The first question, how many Oscars will it win? 0. Second question, how many groomer pedophiles were involved in the production? And I'm going to have to say mostly. On this one, and we all hear about the groomers in Hollywood, and we know that. They hate you. They want you to scream at your penis and go, shut up! Shut up and stop it! That's not what we're doing here, okay? We're doing something different. We're telling you to love your penis. And go, hey, buddy, keep going. Keep going, penis. So we know these groomers at the top level, but people don't know how many groomers are in the gaffers union, okay? Several gaffers on the film Past Lives were groomers, unless in any way I'm legally responsible for that. Next film is Poor Things, which was only in theaters December 8th. So on December 8th, if you didn't see it in a theater, I don't know where you saw it. Maybe you were Emma Stone and you got a copy of it. I can't really tell you. But it's a film about her, and it's a proud anti-abortion tale because, she tries to kill herself, and then they take the brain of the baby she had in her and put it in her head, and so she kind of graduates to not being a baby at some point. It's pretty chill. Is it nominated for a bunch of Oscars? Best Picture, Best Director, Best Lead Actress for Emma Stone. And we'll talk a little bit more about Best Lead Actress in a second when we talk about another movie, maybe. But it's nominated for actress, best supporting actor, Mark Ruffalo. You might know him as doing a series of interviews where he makes people uncomfortable because they just want to ask him about a Hulk movie. And he goes, yeah, I don't know, maybe we'll make it at some point. Anyway, here's why 9/11 was an inside job. And he's kind of quieted down about that because he wants an Oscar and he's not going to get it. So go hard. Mark, listen, it's just you and me talking. And I know he watches this show. We know you got thoughts on the vaccine, Mark. Let that shit fly. Okay? Next interview. What if he wins in a crazy upset that won't happen? And he goes up on stage. He's like, thank you. I want to say the Oscar. Now, I just wanted to take a second to say, don't vaccinate your kids. It's so dangerous. Don't do that. Okay? So anyway, that's Poor Things. A lot of nudity in this one. So I'm going to have to say, because we have to, how many Oscars is it going to win? I'm thinking it could be 0. Maybe costumes, maybe cinematography, but probably not. Maybe actress. We'll talk about that in a second. But the other question I have to answer is how many groomer pedophiles were involved in the production? Not at all, because this is a very European film. Directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, who's Greek. And of course, first off, the Greeks never done any grooming. Never at any point have they done any of that. That's not how it works. Okay? The problem with the Greeks is the women are so hairy that you can only fuck little boys because they're the only ones that are smooth. It's European perversion is very different. Okay. They're like, I do not fuck the kid. I do not fuck as a child. Instead, I maybe have sex with an old woman. She is 90 years old and she was a prostitute to Hitler. All right. So that's Poor Things. Crazy Poor Things, Crazy Little Poor Things, whatever the song you did for that. Next, we're talking about it. Killers of the Flower Moon. Under Flower Moon, I killed you. This is Martin Scorsese's 3.5 hour long epic, okay, about how, and this is a crazy thing he's proposing. What he's saying is that in America, evil people pay stupid people to murder brown people. That's basically it. The evil manipulate the stupid into murdering the brown and getting their oil rights, okay, which I think is ridiculous. The only thing that would have made this better is if at the end, Robert De Niro's character had turned to the screen and said, not all men. Okay? Not all. Stop it. Now, this is nominated for a number of awards. We're talking picture. We're talking director for Martin Scorsese. And the problem with Martin Scorsese is I watch his movies, they're all about how cool the characters are. You go see any of his movies and you're like, damn, I want to be these guys. That's what this is telling me. So it's also nominated for actress for Lily Gladstone. And the big category, the big above the line category everyone's wondering about for tomorrow's Oscar ceremony, will Lily Gladstone or Emma, presumably disappointed Stone, be funny if she changed her name to that. Gladstone, what's the opposite of glad? Disappointed, I guess. That kind of makes sense. I'm kind of saying that. How many of these movies have you guys seen, by the way? Sound off in the comments if you've seen any of these movies. I want to know, regular people, if you guys actually watch movies anymore. Most of them are streaming now. I should also tell you where they're all streaming. All right, let me go back and do that. All right, so Killers of the Flower Moon is on Apple TV right now. Poor Things is on Hulu right now. Past Lives is currently on Showtime. And I think they're all available on reputable sites like 123 Free Movies, BitChute.harvard.edu. I'm not sure. But anyway, Killers of the Flower Moon is nominated for a bunch of other shit. It's nominated for a song, for like the song of the end, which is just an Indian hitting on a drum going like, Abawadade, they killed us all. They really fucked us. Black people, maybe chill out, we had it worse. That's I think, the main message of Killers of the Flower Moon. It's a film about Martin Scorsese saying, everyone else, blacks, calm down. No, will Lily Gladstone win tomorrow? Or will Emma Disappointed Stone? Did that joke again. It was that good. Will she possibly win her second Best Actress Oscar after she won for La La Land, a film about how easy it is to succeed in Hollywood? Okay. Hobo with a Shotgun says, I've only seen Barbenheimer. Now, the only real way to see Barbenheimer is to play them both at the same time. That's what you don't know. Because then you get the last half or so of Oppenheimer. And then Barbie, you can ignore and just watch Oppenheimer instead. So that's the best way to do it. I think a lot of people are going to watch the Oscars this year because they actually nominated a few movies people went to go see, God forbid. I think the movie that's going to win big is a movie that made $100 billion, I think is the right number, right? I don't know. Anyway, if Lily Gladstone wins the Oscar tomorrow, that's great. Love it. Look forward to her doing Catwoman 2 in a couple years. But if she loses, am I disappointed, Stone? Oh, she is hoping, because she's already got one. Am I disappointed, Stone? I'm not going to stop saying it like that. Emma Disappointed Stone already has an Oscar, so she doesn't need another one. So she won't really gain anything by winning, but boy, for 36 hours are people going to be mad at her on Twitter. It's going to be a whole thing where they're like, this is the face of white colonial oppression. And then, you know, on Wednesday, Ad Rock says I'll only be watching the On Cinema Oscar special. Well, Ad Rock, I got to say, I've got the Oscar fever. Hope you got it too. Pour me some bubbly, now it's all you gotta do. It's Christmas for Tinseltown, the Academy Awards. I forget the rest of the song. Lamp says, hi, welcome, Lamp. We all applaud Lamp coming. We're talking about movies, something Lamp loves and sees a bunch of. People don't know this. Lamp is actually a member of the Academy. That's what she thinks. And every year, she just writes in, cancel the Oscars and instead just play, I don't know, RuPaul's Drag Race. I kind of pulled it out of my ass as something I think you'd be into. Are you into that? What do you think? What do you think? Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? That's the next line. I got the Oscar fever. Hope you got it too. Earlier, I have recently, not me, but a guy I know, my manager, has recently been getting into On Cinema and watching all of it, and just every now and then finds himself singing, forgetting that's an ironic song that's bad, going, oh, I'm like an empty bottle, drained of everything, stuck in my mind, fill me up again. Bow, 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 bow. And to him, again, not me, my manager, maybe the funniest thing that's ever happened in the world ever was that On Cinema Oscar special after his son, it's just me doing bits from On Cinema now, but his son, Tom Cruise Jr. Heidecker, died. And they did the episode celebrating the death of his son, where he just goes, it's a real bummer, you know? It's a real bummer. My son died. Goodbye. I miss you, son, and I wish you well. It's just a very funny thing to say about your dead baby, is that I wish you well. And then at the Oscar ceremony, he had the CGI come out and go, just come out and say, I'm so happy. If I could send one message, it would be, don't get vaccinated. It's so dangerous. That really, oh my God. How much better would I get kicked off YouTube if instead of doing my own stream, I just played an Oscar special? Dakar, hell yeah. Well, Decker was the show where at one point he put a gun to the president's head, which is very funny. And then Dakar was his rock band. And then DKR is his industrial techno band. I'm like an empty bottle, empty bottle, empty bottle. I'm like an empty bottle, empty bottle. Oh my God. What if I just played an Oscar special? That's not going to be watching On Cinema. And I don't do comedy. This is a very serious show, but watching it, I'm like this. Why would anyone at any point watch this? Why would anyone try to do comedy when this has already existed and it's perfect? Anyway, I was saying Killers of the Flower Moon. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? I think Lily Gladstone's going to win Best Actress because all of the Oscar voters, each of them, there's two minds about this. And I'm ultimately thinking most of them are going to be like, we got to give it to the Native American, or somehow they're going to find out it was us. They're like, I know this is all in private, but somehow they're going to find out it was us. But alternatively, it could kind of be an Anthony Hopkins, Chadwick Boseman thing, where Anthony Hopkins won over Chadwick Boseman because enough people were like, fuck this. This is in private now. I'm voting. But that was during COVID, and I think everyone's a little more out in public now. It's comedy. Well, it's a kind of comedy in that it's truth, and that the real truth is we've lost our American values. And it's also true that I got the Oscar fever. Hope you got it too. Pour me some bubbly, now it's all you gotta do. It's Christmas for Tinseltown, the Academy Awards. Who's gonna win and who's gonna lose? Oh, I've got the Oscar fever. And also, Leonardo DiCaprio was not even nominated for Killers of the Flower Moon, okay? And it was the first time he's ever been rejected by an older woman, which is Oscar. Oscar's a woman. People don't know that. If you look close to the statue, it's got a pussy. Next film is, of course, Barbie. Now, Barbie, overall, a fun comedy, not bad. It did speed up the destruction of Western civilization, so that I'm against, I guess, but it's okay. Oh, I forgot to mention who the pedophiles and groomers involved in the production of Killers of the Flower Moon. So first off, we have Robert De Niro, who exclusively has sex with mature black women. Like, if he hasn't fucked Angela Bassett, that's his final boss for Robert De Niro, okay? He loves them. Now, granted, his dick has not been hard since, I don't know, the first Meet the Parents, maybe? Not anything to do with that movie, just timeline-wise, that would have made sense for when he last got his dick hard. So, I don't think it's him. Leonardo DiCaprio, as everyone knows, again, has sex with older, mature women. If he sees a woman and he's like, what's that? You're a 22-year-old Tisch student? Listen, you're very pretty and I'm very flattered by that, but I don't know what we'd have a conversation about. Like, I'm worried about the environment. So definitely not him. Now, Martin Scorsese maybe at some points has done a little, diddling in the buttholes, but, and this is important to note, he is so short, it's okay. Lamp Boob says, I'm 30 years too old for him. Have you heard the story that was shared anonymously, but is definitely true, that before, when he has sex with women, he makes them sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, then just does it doggy style with headphones in, little earbuds in? That's maybe the most king shit I've ever heard in my life. Maybe we elect him president for that, because that's awesome. And what is he listening to? We all know it's Joe Rogan Experience. Right as he finishes, he goes, train by day, Joe Rogan by night, all day. That's how he finishes. So anyway, Killers of the Flower Moon, maybe directed by one pedophile groomer and Martin Scorsese, maybe secular humanist YouTube lawyers. I'm not directly saying that, but, when you're 4'9", does it count at that point? Come on. Barbie. I bet it's Romeo and Juliet. That's what he listens to. And he goes, damn, that was the last time I had sex with a woman my own age. Disgusting. What was on the Romeo and Juliet soundtrack? That was a big movie back in the 90s. I've heard. I wasn't born then. I'm very young. But I've heard that was big. Exit music for a film? No, but that's a Radiohead song that was written for that soundtrack, but wasn't actually. It's not important. Barbie. Who out there saw Barbie? The biggest movie of the year. Made $1 billion. Love me, say, love me, say that you love me. Was that song on there? Probably. That could be an Oscar song. Barbie, Barbie, say you love Barbie. Barbie, Barbie, say you. And listen, you might be saying these Oscar parody songs are lazy. Again, go watch the Billy Crystal ones. All right? He might have had more production value. Same thing. Okay? Old Man Eastwood. That old man Eastwood. He said that for Unforgiven in 1992. It's important to note that in 1992, literally over 30 years ago, everyone was like, Clint Eastwood is old as shit. Babies that were born when people were saying Clint Eastwood are old as shit feel old now. He's like 98 and he's directing another movie. God damn it. Why didn't we let Clint Eastwood direct Barbie? Would have been a better movie. Would have gotten done quicker. Lamp Boobs says, why isn't Crystal still hosting? It's been downhill ever since. That's a great point. Now, as I established earlier, Jimmy Kimmel is hosting, who, of course, and I got no beef. It's nothing personal. He should be executed by a firing squad in the town square. I'm just saying, secular humanist YouTube lawyers, I'm not saying we're going to do that. I'm not saying anyone should do that, okay? Kevin Dickel says, anyone else excited for the film Sasquatch Sunset? I think you probably made that up in a fever dream. Did you recently have some bad shrimp or something? What's going on? I just got a group chat in my Wordle group chat. It's not important. Anyway, Barbie. How many Oscars does it kind of win? It's kind of win at least one for the song and not I'm Just Kin, which I'm realizing now, shit, that should have been the song I opened with. I'm just kin. Anywhere else I'd be a 10. All right, I got to perform that now. I'm just kin. But I'll do my own little version of it. Okay, let me get the guitar. Gotta go back to the stage. Doesn't seem to matter what I do. I'm always number 2. No one knows how hard I try. Oh, I have feelings that I can't explain. They're driving me insane. All my life has been polite, but I'll sleep alone tonight, 'Cause I'm just Steve. Anywhere else I'd be a guy. What rhymes with Steve? Anywhere else I'd be a heave. Ah, shit. Anywhere else? God damn it. Steven. Anywhere else I'd be a 11. That kind of rhymes. Okay, it goes. 'Cause I'm just Steven. Anywhere else I'd be an 11. Is it my destiny to live and die a life of blonde fragility? Oh, that is right. I'm just Steve. Anywhere else I'd be a 3. Is it a take for her to see the man behind the tan and fight for me? All right, let me do it again from the beginning. Doesn't seem to matter what I do. I'm always number 2. No one knows how hard I try. I have feelings that I can't explain. They're driving me insane. All my life I've been polite, but I'll sleep alone tonight. 'Cause I'm just Steve. Anywhere else I'd be a 3. My destiny to live and die a life of moderate centrism. 'Cause I'm just Steve. Where I see love, she sees a 3. What will it take for her to see the man behind the tan and fight for me? All right, and we did that, and we got that done, and that was important, and it was good that we did that. So let's do a round of applause for that. You're very, very welcome. Now, Barbie. Oh, it started back at the beginning. God damn it, I got to go all the way to friggin' the slideshow. Okay. Thank you, Lamp Boobs. Did you see Barbie, Lamp Boobs? Did you see Barbie? It was a big movie. It made, I believe, $1.5 billion. And part of that was because China thought it was a documentary. They're like, the West, we must defeat them. Nope. Well, it's on HBO Max. Are you currently stealing? What's the last movie you saw? Lamp Boobs, which is what I'm going to call you. What's the last film you saw in its entirety? I am, however, a Barbie girl. In fact, I'm a Barbie movie. Anyway, what's this nominated for? It didn't get the best picture. It got best picture. It didn't get best director or best actress, which to a certain degree, a certain amount of white women was more or less 9/11. To them, it was pretty much October 7th and 9/11 and that one time in Norway where a guy got a bunch of people, July 22nd, whatever it was. It was that all wrapped up in one, but it got a bunch of other nominations. Ryan Gosling nominated, got a bunch of below the lines, costumes, hair, all that stupid bullshit. What's it going to win? It'll get the song nomination for that Billie Eilish song that's like, I'm so sad and I got big jugs and I hide them and in a big sweater and I'm emo and I'm fucking 16. So it'll probably win that one at least, but I don't think it'll win any others. It'll definitely win that one. Does the absolute annihilation of Sneeko count? Now, this is just a little tangent we have to go off on here. I don't know much about Sneeko. I'm aware that Sneeko is a human of some nature, if we want to call him that, and perhaps we don't. But he's a live streamer of some nature that like does live streams where he gets 13-year-old boys to like PayPal him $20 because he says women are stupid. Honestly, he's kind of stealing my grift. And Sneeko, I'm going to need that back, okay? Now that you're annihilated, all the young men come over to me, okay? You think, listen, you thought you knew what it was like to hate women before. Oh boy. I've seen the one video where he was like at a basketball game or something to him, and he's like at a basketball game. He was like just getting nachos or some shit. And a little kid comes up to him and is like, hey, can I get a picture? He goes, sure. Yeah. And the little kid's like, hey, let's kill all the Jews, right? Or whatever the fuck it was. Fuck women. And he's like, no, we love women. And he goes, no, we hate women. So I don't really know what he does. Crazy that Jinko went out of business and then Billie Eilish, the human Jinko, popped off. That is a great point, E. God damn, that's a great point. We need to get that back. Also, why don't we do a remake of Sneeko with Barbie? Now, the other question is, how many groomer pedophiles were involved in the production of Barbie? And Margot Robbie is, of course, a mid. We need to say that. Lamp Boob says his news thing is love speech as opposed to hate speech. So is that just like jack off instruction videos? That's what I think for love speech. Just going like, stroke it slowly. Do it real slow. Do it. You can't come yet. If you come yet, you're a fucking piece of shit. It's pretty hateful. Yeah, I think that makes sense. He goes, what's love speech? I love how much I hate that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's probably what he's mostly onto. How many groomer pedophiles? Now, Margot Robbie, who again is mid and possibly is a man. We don't know for sure. She's from Australia. One of the only countries that has made it illegal to be a pedophile. Something I think America should follow suit with. Okay, with Biden in the Oval Office, I don't know. But I think we probably should. All right, so that's Barbie. Next one. Maestro. Or Maestro of Puppets is conducting the strings. Now, this is a film about how badly Bradley Cooper, A, wants an Oscar, and they just won't get it. Lamp Boob says she should be executed for being younger and prettier than me. Well, listen, first off, no one's prettier than you. Okay. But secondly, she is a man. Okay. And men are allowed to be prettier than you. Sorry, dudes rock. I didn't make the rules or betrothed to me. Now, if maybe you can get Margot Robbie in bed, maybe you slip me a little Discord message if that happens, and maybe I'd like to check that out. But again, she is Australian, so she has a penis and a kangaroo inside her asshole. So she'll be careful there. Okay, when you're sleeping with Margot Robbie. Now, Maestro of Puppets, as we're saying. Currently on Netflix, you could watch it if you want. It's a film about how badly Bradley Cooper wants an Oscar, and they won't give it to him until, of course, The Hangover 4, which I think that's the one where they're going to be real hungover. Now, also, wait, that's new lore, Lamp Boob says. Ugh, I fell asleep. Wake up, Ad Rock! Wake the hell up! Wake up! Let me get my notebook. You got to write all the lore down, guys. Mostly because I forget it. So please write it down for me. Now, Maestro is also a film about how important it is to pretend not to be gay, which apparently is something that really connected to Bradley Cooper. We're not sure why. But listen, do we need to bring back rumors about every attractive, successful person being gay? Maybe we do. Okay. Richard Gere in the 90s. A lot of guys were jealous because he got pussy. So instead it was like, not only is he gay, he's gay for gerbils. He's so gay, he did what all gay guys do all the time, which is put gerbils up their butt. I definitely understand how gay sex works. Okay? Every single person in the world is gay. That's actually one of the truest things anyone's ever said. So Maestro, it's nominated for some bullshit, him and Carey Mulligan, and it might win a makeup Oscar, even though they gave him a big, stupid Jewish nose because he's playing Leonard Bernstein. And consequently, there was like, Twitter kind of tried to make that a controversy for like 5 minutes back in the fall. They're like, can I get everyone pissed off about this? And everyone just goes, we don't care. And this was even before October 7th. Where it was like anti-Semitism is actually cool. We actually need to bring that back. We need to get that back. That being said, when Hamas saw the film, they immediately sent a rocket to Netflix HQ. The film is on Netflix right now, and I don't want to spoil too much, but there is a scene where he's driving in his car listening to It's the End of the World as We Know It, and it gets a song, Leonard Bernstein. And then he kind of like stops the car and doesn't comment on the fact that his name was in it. So that was kind of weird. And it ends with him at just a gay club dancing with other guys. He's finally like, the end of the movie is literally, my wife's dead and now I'm going to fucking suck so much dick. You have no idea. I'm having, good God. Because Carey Mulligan doesn't totally look depressed. Yeah, Oscar. Yeah, that's true. She's not going to win though. It's going to be, as I established, Emma Stone. It's going to be Lily Gladstone or Emma Disappointed Stone. Another great joke. Now, any pedophile groomers involved in the production of this? Well, I mean, I think Bradley Cooper might secretly be gay, and I'll just leave it there. I'm not saying deserved. I meant the makeup, huh? Well, I'm not saying all gay people are groomers. I'm not saying that, and I'm definitely not saying you should do a mass shooting at a gay club. Absolutely don't do that. Again, if you do, maybe put a QR code for the Patreon. But I am saying that if Bradley Cooper was to teach at a school, he would not be allowed to show his film Maestro. A, because it would be grooming, and B, because kids would become so bored. The child suicide rate would go through the goddamn roof. So definitely don't watch the film Maestro on Netflix right now. Or do it. Who gives a shit? It's your life. Now, Anatomy of a Fall. Anatomy of a Fall. Here's the cool thing about this movie, right? Technically a foreign film, takes place in Austria, I think, and the lead character is French. And this is a hack that I really appreciate. Since it is a foreign film, technically, you watch it and you can feel smart. Most of it's in English because the French and the Austrian need to speak to each other. Adrock says, I sleep all the time. You're good, Adrock. That's true. Sometimes we fall asleep. In fact, I'm going to do a little nap right now. I'm going to do a micro nap. I'll follow. I'm not gay. You are. Okay, I'm awake. Oh, God. Thank God. So Anatomy of a Fall, it's mostly in English, which is kind of a little life hack. It's about like a husband that falls out of a window. Or was he pushed? Was he murdered? His wife is Sandra Hüller, which is one of the more fun names to say. If there was an Oscar for fun-sounding names, the winner would, of course, be the guy who directed The Color Purple, who I think his name is called, like, Blitz the Emperor Basilata or some shit like that. That fucking rocks. But Sandra Hüller would be up there. And she's the lead. And listen, everyone was like, this film is riveting. They did not tell you nearly how much of it is French courtrooms. Now, French courtrooms, slightly cooler, well, definitely way cooler than American courtrooms. They all wear wigs. Right? It's not French, Austrian courtrooms. Whatever, it's not important. The point is, they wear the stupid wigs like they do in Britain, but everyone's yelling like it's Judge Mathis. Actually, kind of great. Kind of great. How do you feel about people yelling at each other in foreign languages in court? And in that case, Anatomy of Fall is your film. Now, what's it going to win? Many are saying it's going to win adapted screenplay. I'd say put it down. If you're doing an Oscar betting pool or whatever the hell you're doing, put it down for adapted screenplay. Could it also win actress? 100% could. Okay? I don't think it will, but it could. Now, the problem with the screenplay is that, and everyone knows this, Austrians don't know how to write. They haven't figured out the written language, so consequently, I think it's ineligible. Loses, how many pedophiles were involved? Well, the entire country of France is pedophiles. Every single one of them. Every single French person is a pedophile, but for cheese. They're like, oh, that Brie, he's too young. He just came out the bakehouse teat 5 minutes ago. So consequently, a lot. And that's Anatomy of a Fall. Next, we have American Fiction, which is a film about how easy it is to get into Harvard if you're black. I think I basically figured that out, right? I think I got the right message from it. Stars Jeffrey Wright from Westworld, a show you didn't finish. You watched the first season, thought it was good. Never watched the rest of it, even though it was pretty solid. Now, he plays an author who is angry they keep wanting black books out of him. Okay, and this is something I share. I'm with Jeffrey Wright's character, Thelonious Monk Ellison, in this, where everyone wants a black book. Write us a black book, because all they want is that gangster thug kind of stuff, you know? And listen, what I think, and this is, you know, my new book, my new novel I'm writing called Hip Hop Style Joe Biden Voter. I think that's a legitimate position to take, you know, that the streets be talking. But in the film, he does it as an act of sabotage. Meanwhile, there's a family drama going on. No spoilers, but Sterling K. Brown, hot as shit. One of the hottest any man has ever been. Okay, we got to go back to the browser here. We got to go back to the browser. All right, and let's pull this up here. Not the YouTube. Although maybe we get a little horny on Maine on YouTube while we're here. Why not? Bikini scene that made history and it's a woman crying. What's going on? Don't care about that. Instagram story, Sydney Sweeney. We're going to be talking about her a little bit later. Okay. This is showing me a lot of stuff. Oh, here's another person playing guitar. Okay. I don't think she plays guitar. I think they dubbed this over. Also, I'm better. Lamb Boob says, asshole, I'm ruined forever. There's a 0% chance you will ever see any of these movies, no matter what I say. Okay. Anyway, that's YouTube. Let me look up right here. Sterling K. Brown, shirtless, American Fiction. This guy fucking works out. Damn, look at this. Look at this right here. Look at those abs. You could grate cheese on those motherfuckers. God damn. Oh, hell yeah. Instagram. Listen, straight up, If I look like that, I'd be posting a lot of Instagram. Oh, shit. This is a hot man. Anyway, he's gay in the film. Train like Sterling K. Brown explains his no gym workout. All right, we gotta get into this. What's his no gym workout? Okay, so he's on the treadmill.
You shower quick, you can work off that last 5 minutes a different way.
That's from the show This Is
What up,
Us.
guys? Sterling K. Brown here, and
From Men's Health.
for Men's Health.
Oh, I just said that, Sterling. You didn't need to say it. Now, am I going to get copyright struck for this? Who cares?
Every once in a while, you know, your boy's gotta come out of his top and try to do something to keep it tight, right? Every once in a while on This Is Us, you see Randall shirtless.
Now, so he's pretty hot there. He's even hotter later. Now, it says it's a no gym workout, and he's literally at a gym. Some of us can't afford gyms, and or we burn down the only gym in town.
My new move, push-ups, we're gonna do 20 butt-ups.
Okay.
And after that, we're gonna do 10 burpees, followed by 10 pull-ups. And we're gonna do it 3 times.
Okay, I'm not going to be doing that. Sterling, I love you. I will not be doing that. Let's go back to the beginning again and get his whole fitness regime.
We start with 50 jumping jacks. 50. You're gonna go into 40 squats.
It's a lot of squats.
After the 40 squats, we're gonna do 30 push-ups.
Adrock says is working out. Fellas, is it gay to work out? I think it kind of is. Because if you're getting attractive in any way, shape, or form, that's only for other men. Women, this is all true. They come when they see a beer belly and a tiny little wiener. That's when they go, fuck, I'm coming. And then you grab their boobs and you go, gronk, and they go, fuck. Gyms are for crowders. I don't know who that is, but I don't like people crowding me at the gym, so I get that.
30 push-ups, we're gonna do 20 butt-ups.
Anyway, asking who in the film, oh, it's gonna go back. The only ungay way to get fit is testosterone and secret. Wait, Adderall will get you fit? Shit, I gotta get some Adderall. All right, I gotta go back to this. So anyway, the only pedophile groomer involved in the production of the film American Fiction was, of course, Sterling K. Brown, for making me feel bad about my body. So you are definitely a gay groomer. And also, I asked him on Twitter if he wanted to get, of course, sushi and play poker with the boy. Sterling, would you like to have sushi and play poker with the boy? And he didn't respond, which means he, of course, wants to have sex with children. How many Oscars is American Fiction going to win? A lot of people are saying it's going to win. Did you tell him about the skate park, Lamp Boobs asked? I did. And I said, I know you have a no gym workout. How about your no skate park workout? Okay? I'm a punk rock anti-establishment skateboarder. I rage against the machine. But the swords, and the guitar. Okay? I took out my guitar. I took out my sword. I told him, okay, that I'm just Steve. Anywhere else I'd be a 3. Anyway, what Oscars is American Fiction gonna win? Well, first off, it's been said that it's a cinematic stick of dynamite. Many are saying that. Okay? Many are saying. Now, I think it's gonna probably win adapted screenplay. It was adapted, of course, from the actual Black experience. The writer, Cord Jefferson, who also directed the program. I call movies programs. He used to work for Gawker. So, you know, do we like or not like Gawker? What was the deal with that? Anyone tell me? Moderate centrist. Are we pro or anti-Gawker? I'm not sure. Anyway, American Fiction will maybe win adapted screenplay because writers love movies about writers. Because they're like, you know what? We are brave truth tellers. Damn. We are maybe the last bastion of truth in the world. So anyway, I think it'll win that. I don't think it'll win any other ones. It's also nominated for picture, actor, and score. And the score is actually jazz. Next, we have The Holdovers, and I've been told it's that good. And the thing about The Holdovers is Paul Giamatti has a weird eye the entire movie. All right? Gawker is thing that exists. I don't think it still exists. Does it? All right, we got to go to the browser and check it out. We're going to watch a little more of this video.
And after that, we're going to do 10 burpees.
We'll not be doing that. Let's go to Gawker. Gawker, it's a website in the... Shut up. All right, Ask a Gawker? What is this? Dear Gawker, I told a story about being a secret agent and now I'm invited. What have you done? I had gay sex with Sterling K. Brown at a gym, despite him claiming to never go to the gym. All right, ask a Gawker, submitting. Oh, that's the whole thing. Okay, well, so this is what Gawker is now, I guess. Wait, really? What's this? What? No, this is not. You just ask? I'm not going to sign in. I can't just like, what was Gawker? No, I'm not going to do that. Contact at Gawker.com. Gawker used to be, nothing is wrong for real. It used to be a website about like celebrity news, right? You go on there and just be like, I saw Mary-Kate Olsen giving pills. Anyway, God damn it. Every time I go to the browser, I keep. All right, so the holdovers currently on Peacock, if you can check that out. Paul Giamatti, Divine Joy Randolph, and that kid is Dominic Sessa, who just Googled Dominic Sessa red carpet fits. That kid, few humans have gotten more pussy than this kid is getting right now. It's wild. Blowing up in the film. Paul Giamatti's the star. It's the 1970s. He's like a professor at a school. His eye's weird and he smells like fish. That's the actual, he has a medical condition that makes him smell like fish all the time. And then it's the winter break and he's left behind with the kid. And then that heavyset African-American woman behind him, who I have no comment on. Divine Joy Randolph, she's definitely going to win for supporting actress. Anyway, her kid just died in Vietnam. And so she's kind of freaking out about that, but in a kind of silent way that wins you an Oscar. It'll win for that. I don't think it'll win anything else. Paul Giamatti is nominated for actor. And there was a moment where everyone's like, let's give him best actor. It'll be fun. Come on. He could use a win. And then everyone's like, nah, Cillian Murphy is very hot and Irish, so we got to give it to him. So he's not going to win. This film was directed by Alexander Payne, who, of course, got one of the funniest Me Too accusations of all time. When Rose McGowan was like, do you remember? She, in the accusation, she literally is like, I'm going to look up what exactly it said here. Rose McGowan, Alexander Payne. What did she say? Alexander Payne. Oh yeah, this was very funny. You sat me down and played a softcore porn movie you directed for Showtime under a different name. I still remember your apartment in Silver Lake. You are very well endowed. You left me on a street corner afterwards. I was 15. It's just funny in a Me Too accusation to point out that someone has a big dick, because then they want to be like, I want to deny almost all of that. I would like to deny the vast majority of that. Okay? Listen, when there's smoke, there's fire. We can all agree. So that happened to him, and then he still directed the holdovers. And listen, Rose McGowan, I'm not saying she's not doing well, okay? But the problem was, there was definitely a moment in time where she could have destroyed him with this, but this was in August. This was August of 2020, where we kind of all had real problems. T-Love Hater says, big boobs are back in town, baby. Oh, we're going to talk about that. We're going to get really straight, but first we're getting gay. We're talking about the Oscars. So that's the holdovers. We have The Zone of Interest, which is a film about some moderate centrists who are running a cool camp, who are running a summer camp. That's really all you need to know about it, okay? Just some cool people that are going to be guests on my show pretty soon. They're going to come on out and hang out, and they're just doing normal, cool things. Okay, so don't worry about it. Maybe calm down. It's going to win Best International Film, because technically it's a British movie, even though it all takes place in Germany for some reason. Not exactly sure why they had to set it there. Could have been set anywhere. The Glaze. Yeah, Jonathan Glazer, baby. The Glaze, as we call him. You know, listen, Glazer, I just met her, all right? After he fucks a bitch, he goes, you just got glazed. And she goes, did you direct Birth? And she goes, Natalie Portman. He goes, Natalie Portman takes a bath with a little kid. Weird movie. You just got glazed. Anyway, this film is definitely going to win Best International Feature, because France didn't submit Anatomy of a Fall, which would have won. Now, isn't it weird that countries get to decide what film is going to get nominated, which of their country's movies is going to get a Best Foreign Film nomination? That's odd. Why is it up to them? And who is it up to? Is there like one person who's appointed for like Chile who's like, we're nominating this film? Or should the people get to vote on it? That's kind of what I think. It's weird that France is a country. Lamp, you're a little confused. All right. It's not a country. It is a suburb of Minneapolis St. Paul. We all know that. Okay. So Zone of Interest will win that one. Might win sound. It's got some great sound design about some silly games being played behind the very nice house everyone's living in. That's my main takeaway from the film, is that it was a nice house. They had a nice house. And why should we be so jealous of people who have nice things? All right. It's a film about cancel culture, ultimately, Zone of Interest. It's a film about how easy it is to cancel someone because the mainstream media lies. Now, how many pedophile or groomers were involved in the production of Zone of Interest? 0. That was a strict law they had. And I support it, quite frankly. Now, I wish I could say the same about Oppenheimer. Whoa, Oppenheimer style. Hey, Cillian Murphy. Oppenheimer style. Who's seen Oppenheimer out there? Who's seen it? Pretty good movie. 3 hours on the dot. Okay. It gets to the point where it's an epic adventure, and then it goes, we're out. We're done. We don't need it. It's going to win a shit ton of Oscars tomorrow. If you're doing an Oscar betting thing, if you're at an Oscar party, okay, which is the thing people used to do in this country, we need to bring it back. We're going to be talking about some other things we need to bring back in a second, but we need to bring back Oscar parties. Just write down Oppenheimer for everything. It's not going to win supporting actress. Other than that, it might win literally, probably not costumes, probably not production design, probably not makeup. I don't think it's going to win any Oscars. I think it's doomed. No, it's going to get picture, director, Christopher Nolan. And here's the deal, right? Steven Spielberg's going to be a presenter. Spielberg's going to hand him that Oscar and be like, here you go. I'm handing the baton to the next generation. Christopher Nolan will go, but I'm not Jewish. And then Steven Spielberg will just take the Oscar back and go, all right, well, thanks. I'll give it to Alexander Payne. I heard he had a big dick. Anyway, Oppenheimer, it's going to win actor. Cillian Murphy is going to take an Oscar back to his small Irish seaside village. And, the citizens there will worship it as a kind of pagan god. It's going to win supporting actor for Robert Downey Jr. And I feel like anyone who doesn't vote for him needs to give back all the money these goddamn Marvel movies made for them. Okay? Give it all back. And that's Oppenheimer, which again is Oppenheimer style. Hey, Cillian Murphy, whoop, 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 whoop. And that's the Oscars, guys. It's going to be a good Oscars tomorrow. I'm going to be watching it. Let's have another round of applause for me getting through that bit. Thank you.
Shut up and sit down.